Ja, nee, jetzt ist. Jupp, das ist gut. No, that's a cue. Another cue. There we go. Jane, how's it going? How are you? Bit frosty this morning, huh? Cool, we've got a couple of minutes to go down so far, it's just you and me. I actually feel alright. I slept nicely. I went to bed early last night and I slept right through. I'll wake you up, don't worry. Give me 5. Alright, cool. So, Jen, I see 3 people online, but only you are speaking to me, which is not necessarily a bad thing. So we'll start with a little circuit to get going, because I know you've got dumbbells. So we're going to do standing flies. We'll do 10 on the standing flies. We're going to do 10 on the bicep curls. We're going to do 10 on the shoulder press. We'll do 10 on the squat, and then we'll do 10 on the push-ups as well. Alright, so for all 3 of you that are online, we might as well get started so we can get going. So the side lateral over here, we're going to do 10. Please remember, I'm going to keep things a little bit slower. Hey Brett, how's it going? How you do? I'm going to keep things a little bit slower today because we're a nice small group. So with the side lateral raise, it's not always easy to describe. So guys can get started, but rather than lifting with the hand, think about the activation of the movement from the shoulder blades, if that makes any sense to you. So rather than lifting up with the hand, lead with the elbows and try to feel the shoulder blades doing the work on the standing fly over here. Alright, so we're going to do 10 on the standing fly. Louis, how's it going, dude? Laura, how's it going, guys? We're going to do 10 on the standing flies. Then we're going to do 10 on the bicep curl. Then we'll go to 10 on the shoulder press over here. Once we've got 10 on the shoulder press, we're going to go 10 on the squat over here. And when you've done your 10 squats, you're going to go to 10 push-ups. So we're going to do 5 sets here. Amy, hey, how's it going? How are you? So we're going to do 5 sets here. So standing fly is 10, bicep curl is 10, shoulder press is 10, squats is 10, push-ups are 10. That's 1 set. We're going to do 5 sets for warm-up. It's not a race. This is a warm-up exercise. So try to not race through this stuff. So the exercise is standing fly for 10 reps, bicep curls for 10 reps, shoulder press for 10 reps, squats for 10 reps, and then you're going to do push-ups for 10 reps. That's one set, and we're going to do 5 sets, please. It is a warm-up exercise, so don't go mental. Good, guys. So from the side profile view over here, so it's super important to think about the movement in the shoulder blades. You must feel your shoulder blades rotating on this exercise, not just arm movement. It's a little bit advanced. It would be easier to help you directly in person, but as long as your brain is thinking about that the shoulder blades are, so kind of pull your shoulder blades back a little bit, and then engage the exercise. Shoulder blades back, then engage the exercise. And pull the weight up to shoulder height or just above. Alright, nice and slow and controlled. So I want you to feel more than just your shoulders doing the work. You must feel the muscles around your shoulder blades work. Bicep curls up to the top, and you want to try and turn the palm out as far as possible. So it's easy enough to, and there's a lot of ways to do a curl. So this is called a hammer curl, because the hand moves the same way a hammer would move if you were holding and hitting with a hammer. So you can do a hammer curl. You can do 45s as well, where you keep the dumbbell at a 45 angle all the way up over here. And then you can also go into a full flat turn, which is basically 180 over here. And then I battle a little bit with the mobility in my shoulders, but you can actually twist the weight outwards like that as well. So remember, I always tell you that small changes in posture will change the way the same muscle groups function for the same exercise. So same thing, but different. Alright. So the biceps, it's up to you. If you wanted to do one set at the hammer curl, one set at the 45 curl over here, and then one set at the full flat curl over here, and then pick your next two. That's fine by me, I don't mind. But my advice is to play around. You need to think about the muscle groups you're working. So that's what I want to use this warm-up for today. Normally warm-up, we just go through a few light exercises, get the blood flowing, get going. So let's do a little bit of visualization stuff on our warm-up today. So our first one, that scapular activation, so the muscles around the shoulder blades, your scapula, you want to feel those engaging into the exercise, and then use that scapula to lift the weight up to the desired height, which is shoulder height or fractionally above. Alright. If you're only feeling it in your shoulders, then your technique is probably not on point, and we need to think about changing things up a little bit. Again, the side posture here, remember with the standing fly as well, we can do elbow completely in front of the shoulder, we can do elbow more in line with the shoulder, or we can pull the elbows back behind the shoulder, again affecting the range of motion through the full deltoid region. Alright, so the shoulder is quite a big group. I'm going to take this off briefly just to show you. So most of us tend to work the front of the shoulder, so you'll find you know, a lot of people think you just lift weights to build muscle and then you'll maybe get some shape. But it's a little bit more detailed than that. So if you take a look at the profile of the shoulder, most people tend to build a lot in the front of the shoulder over here, and then they tend to neglect, and the front will drift into the midsection as well, but people tend to neglect the back of the shoulder. So the way to take a look at the rear development of the shoulder is the more I push the arm and the shoulder forward, the more it's going to flatten out here. You'll see as I pull the arm back and I activate the rear of the delt, you'll see the growth in the back of the shoulder, so the muscle development of the back of the shoulder. So this is something I'm always working on, because you want to have a full shape and symmetry to the muscle groups that you're working. So if you have like development in the front here and nothing in the back, it's not nearly as pretty. as if you have full development back and front on the muscle group. So it's super important that we do work that range. I'm wearing this out because you can't see the tattoo. So when you hit the activation on the group and you want to try and look for the development of the full muscle group, you want to make sure that you're hitting the full range of that group. Again, if you look from the back over here, we want to try to not do your shoulders over here. Your shoulders should be at 90 degrees over here at the elbow, out here. So the further away the weight is from the shoulder, the more work it is. That's why a lot of us tend to go down over here because it's a little bit easier. And in fact, we should be up here. Alright, so from the back side over here, up to here, up, up to here, up to here. Alright, so I'm going to give you another little trick you can use in your shoulder press. Some of you may be training on your own. So these are things you can work in on your own time. With that shoulder press, you can go to the palm touch at the top as well, back over here. So you can go to the palm touch and over here. So because of the rotation at the top end here, it's going to affect the way the deltoid, the shoulder muscles work. So I'm just going to sit down. I'm not sure at what height you can see this. Also, by the way, doing exercises seated and standing will also change the way the muscle groups work. So if I do a shoulder press seated, exactly the same as I did standing, it's the same movement, but because I'm sitting a slightly different way, that the muscles are going to cope with the exercise. So we can go palms together, palms out, palms together, palms out, palms together, palms out, palms together, palms out. So that rotation, you can go straight like this if you want as well. There's no wrong and right. It doesn't matter. It's just a change in posture changes the way the same muscle groups work. And the more ways that we can make that same group function, the more different ways, the better. Alright, putting my top back on because it's cold. So it was standing fly 10, bicep curls 10, shoulder press 10, squats with that weight. It's actually a deadlift, not a squat with that weight for 10. Difference between a deadlift and a squat. Squat, the bars on your shoulders, deadlift is in your hands. That's the only difference, but it's exactly the same movement. Flies 10, bicep curls 10, shoulder press 10, squats 10, push-ups 10. That's 5 different exercises, 50 reps. Guys, 5 sets. Please don't race through it. Please don't race through it. I also don't want you to take your time. But at 10 past, we might even go to quarter past on this exercise. I'm not going to rush you guys on this one. As soon as you've done your 5 sets, hit me up. I may give you an extra set if you're way ahead of the pack or an alternate exercise. Just going to grab some water quickly. Oh, yes. Alright, still everybody is busy, that's excellent, I'm glad to see that. So it's 11 minutes past, we've been going 11 minutes already on this exercise, which I'm happy with. I did tell you guys that, whether I'm coaching to one person or 1,000 people at a time, my enthusiasm and commitment is the same. Sometimes with these smaller classes, it's really nice, just because it gives me time to focus a little bit more intensely on technique and not just on the fitness aspect of what we're doing. Alright, so when the first person is done, let me know. Brett, 5 sets done. Okay. Alright, so if there's anybody only starting set number 4 now, set number 4 will be your last set. So if you're only starting set number 4 now, set number 4 will be your last set, please. If you're halfway or more through set number 4, you're going to complete set number 4 and set number 5, please. Brett, I'm going to give you the option if you'd like to do an extra set. You're more than welcome. Louis, ready to go? Okay. I think you rest. That's fine. Louis and Brett, if you guys wanted to do one more set, half set, 5 of each, you can do that. Brett and Louis, give me one more set. So, ladies, while you're finishing, I'm going to give the boys one more half set. So, Brett and Louis, give me one more half set. 5 flies, 5 bicep curls, 5 shoulder press, 5 squats, and 5 push-ups, please. Right. Cool. So Amy, Laura, and Jen, I gave the boys one extra half set to do while you're finishing up. So the boys are doing a set of 5 flies, 5 biceps, 5 shoulders, 5 squats, and 5 push-ups while you ladies are finishing. Do you like my gym chaos at the moment? I don't like it. Too many people don't like it. Alright, cool. Guys, finish up on the set you're on. Hit me up. Jen, how was that? So guys, this warm-up exercise, we've got the heart rate up, and you definitely should be sweating already. But this wasn't supposed to be a killer set. This was more of a tutorial. So I want you guys to start thinking about Laura, nicely done. I want you guys to start using visualization techniques. It's something that's not really coached anymore and something that's highly underrated. If you actually apply your mind to what you're doing. So everybody's heard of Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? So Arnold Schwarzenegger wrote a book called The Encyclopedia of Bodybuilding. I bought my first edition about 24 years ago. I actually bought it as a gift for a friend. So one of the things Arnold Schwarzenegger said when he was training, and obviously weights was his thing as a bodybuilder, he said when he was doing biceps, and that's why very often you get two types of bodybuilders, the ones that are top to bottom like hoodies, and they sweat their balls off when they train, and then the others that wear next to nothing, alright? And that's so they can see the muscle groups working, the visualization. That's what the mirrors are there for in the gym. So a lot of people think guys that lift weights for bodybuilding are vain, and maybe they are, they possibly deserve to be, but the whole point is to see the muscle groups working. So in my brain, if I'm working biceps, one of the things Arnold Schwarzenegger used to say, he thought about when he was doing biceps, he'd stand in front of the mirror, and in his mind, he would imagine his, like the 4 chambers of his heart pounding and forcing blood into his veins and out throughout his body, and then he would imagine that blood flowing into his bicep muscles, filling up the muscles, and then he would imagine his biceps growing and actually taking up space in the room. So it might sound a little bit crazy, but his visualization stuff, you know, when I read stuff like that as a kid, I was like, you know, it sounds cool, and I was into weight, so I started using it, and for me it really does work. So visualization stuff, thinking about what activity you're busy with, whether you're doing a project for work or you're, you know, building something out of matchsticks or training or whatever it is, visualization of what you're actually supposed to be doing, so your brain trying to put it into pictures helps you focus and reach those goals. So I'm going to put you guys onto a bit of a killer workout. So we're going to do a 2-minute round, and I'm going to explain to you what I want to do. We're going to do bent over rows. I'm sticking with these little babies today. Alright. So Louis, you probably just grabbed a 20 kg and you might regret it. So I want you guys to listen carefully to what the exercise is, please. I have you on a 2-minute round. Okay? The interval timer will go every 10 seconds. So it's 1 2-minute round every 10 seconds. So check it out. This is how the exercise is going to work. Bent over row. Remember, if you don't have a bench to lean on, you just need a surface to put the one hand on, and you need to be able to bend over. For the row, just like the bench surface is parallel with the ground, I need your back pretty much parallel as well. So the row is not done in an upright position. You can't lean on something high and do your row here. Whatever you're using for your bent over row needs to be pretty much just below knee level. So 1 2-minute round. Check it out. You guys should all know how to do the bent over row by now. I'm going to start the round. Ding, ding, ding. We're going to start the row. Please remember that the row, we pull the elbow back into the hip. Alright, we keep it tight to the body here. Don't pull the arm out and don't pull the weight up under the arm. So we're going to row for 10 seconds, rest. When you hear the interval timer go after 10 seconds, you're going to keep the weight up here for 10 seconds. Alright. When the interval goes again, you'll go back to rows for 10 seconds. When it goes again, you'll hold it up at the top for 10 seconds. Alright. So we're going to row for 10, hold for 10, row for 10, hold for 10. 1 2-minute round, staying on the same side. I don't mind if you start right or left side. You can start either side you want. So we're going to row for 10, then hold for 10. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and time. Cool. So we're rowing for 10, putting the elbow back into the body, and hold. So when you're holding here, I want you to activate as much of your back muscle as you can, and don't forget to activate the core. Back to rows, please. Back to rows. Back to rows. 2, 1, and hold. Don't just use your forearm strength to hold the weight. You need to use your shoulders, your back muscles. You even need to try and activate your glutes and your core. Back to rowing, please. Back to rowing. Pull the weight back into your hip. 2 seconds. 1, and hold. Right, so if you grab the heavy weight, you're going to be really battling. 2, 1, back to row. 2, 1, and hold. I'm using 3.5 kg dumbbells, and I can feel the burn. Back to row. 2 seconds. Core activation, guys. Back to the hold, please. Core activation. Pull your tummy in nice and tight. 2, 1, and row. 3, 2, 1. Last 10 seconds. Last 10 seconds. Arch that back. Activate that core. Pull your tummy in nice and tight, please. 2 seconds. And time. Nicely done. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know how you're feeling, please. Hit me up. I'm going to give you a rest. Louis 12 is heavy for that exercise. Guys, hit me up. Let me know how you're feeling. I used a 3.5 kg dumbbell. Quite obviously I can go heavier, but I didn't waste my time on that exercise. I'm going to have to do the other side now. Hit me up, comments please. Yeah, it gets heavy, right? It feels light, especially for a guy like you that's strong. Guys, hit me up. I want feedback from that exercise, please. I used a 3.5 and I'm feeling it. right? Yes. So this is what one of the things I love to teach people is that you don't need to lift extremely heavy weights, A, to get strong, B, to develop, sculpt and build muscle, and C, to get fit and strong. All right, yeah. So there are lots of ways to train the body without using heavy weights, and that's why, remember, we do functional, explosive, dynamic movement. That's what we do. And since I started teaching MMA full time, I applied those MMA fundamental techniques to my weight training techniques. So, you know, when you're a young guy and you lift weights, you want to be able to bench more than everybody, you want to be able to squat more than everybody, because lifting heavy in a gym is what people appreciate. And lifting heavy has its benefits, but you don't need to lift heavy. And the problem is that if you keep lifting heavy, at some point you're going to develop an injury, and if you lift heavy for years, it's just really not a good thing to do. So what we can do is we can trick the body using lighter weights, but varying the way we train. We can trick the brain into feeling like the weight feels like a heavy weight. So we're going to, a large degree, get the same type of results, but we're going to steer away from the injury. All right, so we did the one side, we're going to have to do the other side now. All right, I hope this is the little chit chat gave you guys enough time to rest. So I started right side, I'm going to start left side. We're going to row for 10, hold for 10, 2-minute round. So let's get to your benches and get your weights, please, guys. Row for 10, hold for 10, 1 2-minute round. Your other side now, please. In 3, 2, 1, and start. Cool, so we're rowing for 10, 2, posture, guys. So on this hold down, we work the posture. Make sure the back is arched. Foot is flat on the ground. Put your tummy nice and tight, because I guarantee most of you aren't doing that. And back to rows, please. Steer that elbow back into the hip. So pull the elbow back into the hip, please. Remember, your back must be parallel to the ground. So if you started drifting upright in the position, make sure that your back is parallel with the ground. You must feel your back muscles doing the work and your core. Go back to row. Good, guys. Activate your core. I know for a fact that every single one of you is releasing core activation as soon as you go back to the row. So lots for the brain to deal with. 1 second. Alright, I want you to try and keep core activation. Think about core activation in the row. Put your tummy in nice and tight. We're 1 minute in, 1 minute to go. 2 seconds. Activate core, arch the back. So by putting a deep arch into the back, I need you to feel your lower back muscles activating and tensing up as well. Part of your core. Back to row, please. Pull it up high as well, so full activation. Don't stop the row low. Pull it up high into the waist. Keep it high up here on the hold. We have 30 seconds left. If you think you've got it high enough, try to pull it up like a centimeter or 2 higher. 1. Good. Last rows. 3 seconds. 2. 1, and hold. Good. Pull it up nice and high. So full activation, full range of motion. You have 3 seconds. 2, 1, and start. Nicely done. 3.5 kg dumbbells, and I feel it. I'm feeling it hectically over here. So in the top part of the lat where the rear delt and tricep go into the lat over here. 20 seconds. Sorry. We're going to rest for a minute. Hit me up, guys. I'm going to grab a sip. Nice, I'm really enjoying this activation stuff. There's so much to learn about lifting weights, and especially for ladies at regular gyms. Women don't venture into the weight section. It's too intimidating. Too many guys, and it's too heavy, and it's, you know, you don't really know what to do. And I can tell you this. Okay, Brett, good. I can tell you this, ladies, that if you, first of all, guys, don't look at women training in the weight section. We don't care. We care about ourselves, number one. But if people can see that you know what you're doing, nobody cares about how much weight you're lifting. So just for future reference, when you drift back into commercial gyms when things open, I'm hoping to give you guys a weight training education so you know what you're doing, and you should be extremely confident after training with us for a few weeks or a few months. heading into the weight section, grabbing the weights that you need, and then training in a correct manner. Alright, cool. So I'm going to give you a quick cardio exercise, please. I want one set of 25 burpees. You can go now. One set of 25 burpees. You can get started. Hit me up as soon as you're done, and we're going to go to the next exercise. One set, 25 burpees, please. My dad, we're going cycling together after class this morning again. Alright guys, one set, 25 burpees. You guys should know the technique by now. All of you that are in class should know technique by now. I shouldn't have to chase you on the burpee technique. Full push up at the bottom, pop up, bottom squat position, and then a little jump off the ground. When you've done your 25, please hit me up in the comments. Burpees, quick exercise. I just want to get the heart rate up a bit before we go to the next one. So, just by way of interest, when it comes to fat burning, there's a couple different ways. Aerobic exercise is a moderate heart rate. Anaerobic exercise is when your heart rate goes into the red zone, so it's like super high. So we don't really burn fat in the anaerobic threshold. It's too high. Our body needs immediately accessible energy, which comes from glycogen stored in the muscle groups, between the muscle fibers. So when you're training at a really high heart rate, you're not really going to burn so much fat. Aerobic does work. There's quite a bit of contention within the industry. Thanks, Jen. I'll chat to you later. There's quite a bit of contention in the industry as to what the ideal fat burning zone is. I've told you guys before that to work out your maximum heart rate, the international standard is 220 heartbeats minus your age. So if you were 40 years old, great, 25, nicely done, thank you. If you're 40 years old, your maximum heart rate should be 180, right? 220 heartbeats minus your age, 40 years, is 180. That should be your maximum. That doesn't mean that you can get it there and hold it there. That means you could get it there on a spike. Some people will be slightly more, some people will be slightly less at the same age, but that's the ballpark average. Nicely done, Louis. So, fat burning, some people say as low as 40%, some people say up to about 65-70% of your maximum heart rate. Alright, so if your maximum heart rate is 180 and we went at 50%, that would be 90 beats per minute. So 40% would be probably about 78 beats per minute. So for me personally, I find that 25 minutes of exercise at 40 to 50% of my maximum heart rate works best for me for burning fat. So that's why weight training is so important. People think cardio for fat burning can burn fat, definitely, but weight is the key. Alright, I'm waiting for everybody to hit me up. So Laura, let me know where you're at. As soon as you're done, we're going to get started. So we're going to go to a shoulder exercise next, guys. And we're going to run on the same principle that we just did for the rows now. Alright, so I'm going to let you know what we're going to do so long. Alright, so check it out. We're going to keep our weight on our shoulders like this. Okay? We're going to stand and press. Stand and press. So guys, please make sure you keep your weight on your shoulder. Louis, if you're using a weight plate, you'll just keep it in front of you. Over here, that's fine. So if you have a weight plate, you're going to hold it in front of you underneath your chin. If you have dumbbells, you're going to sit on the shoulders. You're going to stand up, press, sit down. Stand up, press, sit down. If you don't have a bench to sit on, or a coffee table, or a couch, you can just do a squat on the squats over here. Alright, up to you. I would like you to be using a bench. So we're going to do a 2-minute round. So we're going to do stand up to shoulder press for 10 seconds. When the interval timer goes, we're going to stay and hold it here for 10 seconds. Overhead. When the interval timer goes again, we're going to go back to shoulder press over here. Alright, 1 2-minute round, guys. 1 2-minute round. Starting in 3, 2, 1, And time. So shoulder press for 10 and hold overhead. Activate your core please. 2, 1 and go. Back to squat to overhead press. And hold. Bend your knees on the whole side, please. 2, 1, back to sit and press. Back to sit and press. Back to overhead hold, please. Back to overhead hold. Back to sit and press. 1 minute down, 1 minute to go. So sit and press overhead, 3 seconds, sit and press overhead, 2, and overhead hold please. Two, 1, sit and press, sit and press. Good guys, static overhead hold, so you should be in the overhead hold now. 3, 2, 1, back to sit and press please, back to sit and press. 5 seconds, we're going to the last 10 seconds of the round. 10 seconds overhead hold, last 10 seconds overhead here please. Good guys, 3, 2, 1. And time. Boys, 30 push-ups. Girls, 15, please. Go now, straight away. Boys, push-ups are 30, 30. Girls, 15, 15. Go now, straight away. When you're done, you can hit me up. Boys, 30 push-ups. 30. Go straight away. No resting, please. If there are any ladies left in the group, you're going to do 15. Laura, you can do 15 push-ups to me. Louis and Brett, excuse me, you guys can do 30. Guys, we only have 10 minutes left for today. Laura, 15 push-ups. Brett and Louis can give me 30, 30, and I'm not sure who else is still on. Another 2 ladies had to go to work. So ladies 15, 15, boys 30, please. When you're done, hit me up in the comments and I'm going to give you the next exercise. Louis, nicely done. Laura, excellent. Brett, I'm waiting for you, please. And I'm going to give you guys the next exercise. We only have 10 minutes left for today. I hope you guys are feeling the stuff. Not everything has to be explosive and insane. Sometimes we're going to slow things down. Guys, I'm just waiting for Brett to hit me up, and then I'm going to give you the next exercise. Brett, nicely done. Alright, hope you guys are feeling alright. Okay, cool. So we're going back to snatches. Exercise over here. This one we can go heavy. Alright, this one we can go heavy. So we're going to do 10 right side and 10 left side. So remember your snatches is a 3-part exercise. Please make sure that you're looking up. If you look down, this happens. And this is wrong. I need to come down so I engage my legs. First part of the exercise is leg drive. Second part is the hip thrust. Third part is a shoulder shrug. Don't pull the weight away from the body. Keep the weight close to the body here. We're going to do 10 right side, 10 left side. Nice upright posture. Alright, 10 right, 10 left. I'm going to front jump squat, front jump sprawl is 1. You're going to do 5 of those. Alright, so snatches, 10 right side, 10 left side, big jump, squat, big jump, sprawl. You're going to do 5 of those. That's 1 set, 3 sets only. 3 sets only. I'm going to start you on the timer. Snatches are 10 right, 10 left. Then we're going to do that on the spot frog leap. Big jump, squat, big jump back into sprawl for 5. That's 1 set, 3 sets. In 2, 1, and time. Off you go. Snatches are 10 right, 10 left. Good guys, snatches are 10 right side, 10 left side, and then you're going to do that big forward leap into squat, big backwards leap into sprawl for 5 reps. That's 1 set, just 3 sets on this exercise, please. This exercise is going to take us up till 22. Then we'll have time for 2 more exercises. Good guys, I'm going to wait for the work on time. Please remember to keep core activation on this exercise. It's a fairly simple one. One of the most common mistakes. One of the most common mistakes with the dumbbell snatch is this. One of the most common mistakes. The other one is not enough leg movement. So the snatch you can actually do is called a power snatch. You can do it from high here, but I want to work legs as well. So if you go straight legs, you are working hamstrings, but it's not great for the lower back. So nice upright posture, close to the body. So we must use leg drive, and we must keep the weight close to the body in one movement. It's not a 2-part pull and then press. 1 part and make sure this doesn't happen. This is no good. The weight must stay close to the body. 10 right, 10 left, and you're going to hit frog leap into squat, reverse frog leap into sprawl for 5 reps. That's 1 set. This is a very explosive dynamic movement. So it's going to get the heart rate up nice and high. You can go as heavy as possible on the dumbbell, please. Cool guys, I'm suspecting this is going to take us till 22, which is fine, and we'll have time for one more exercise. Cool guys, as soon as you're done, hit me up. It's now 22. There is no rush, do it in your own time. As soon as you're done, hit me up. Rest nicely done. Hopefully you have decent weights for this and it has the heart rate through the roof. Good guys, rest you can rest, or if you want to do a bit of a core, okay, Louis done as well, you might as well rest. Guys, I'm going to give you one more exercise for today. I'm going to give you one more exercise. Laura, there is absolutely no rush. Finish your set in your time, we'll wait for you. It's no problem at all. Good, Brett and Louis, enjoy the rest. I'm going to give you guys a very tough upper body exercise next. To finish off, we do a ton of legs in all of our training. I want to work the upper body a little bit. I know we've done all upper body in today's weight section, but that's fine. Laura, nicely done. Alright guys, I'm going to give you a numbers exercise quickly. So we have about 4 minutes left. So check it out, it's going to be really simple. Whether you have a weight plate or you're using dumbbells, doesn't matter. You're going to do 1 bicep curl, put the weights down, 1 push-up. Get back up, grab your weights. 2 bicep curls, 2 push-ups. 3 bicep curls, 3 push-ups, 4 and 4, 5 and 5, 6 and 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. You're going to keep going. You're going to keep going for 3 minutes. Alright, I'm going to set the timer for 3 minutes quickly. So you can just wait for me. I'm going to take the interval away. So we're going to do 1 3-minute round. Hey. We're going to do 1 3-minute round, and we're going to do pyramids. So 1 bicep curl, weights down, 1 push-up. Pick the weights up. 2 bicep curls, 2 push-ups. 3 and 3, 4 and 4. 1 3-minute round, max reps starting in 3, 2, 1, and time. You have 3 minutes, guys. You have 3 minutes. I want to see how high you can get. You are going to gas out. It's unlikely you're going to be able to go biceps, triceps for 3 minutes non-stop. So it's 1 bicep curl, 1 push-up, 2 bicep curls, 2 push-ups, 3 bicep curls, 3 push-ups, 4 and 4, 5 and 5. And you're just going to keep going 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Want to see how high we can get. I can promise you, you're going to go from hero to zero in this exercise. You're going to feel like you got gas for days, and then all of a sudden, literally halfway through 1 rep, your arms are going to give up. Which is fine. You'll have to stop, rest, shake it out, and go 30 seconds in. 30 seconds in. Last exercise for today. We're going to run 1 minute over time, which is fine by me. Alright guys, let's power through. So this is a great opportunity for you to work your breathing. Alright, nice deep breathing, and work your breathing rhythm in timing of the movement of the exercise. Alright, so generally speaking, it's we would breathe out on the working part of the exercise. Alright, so if I start over here, I should breathe out for bicep curls. Out, in, out, in, out, in. Alright, so when you're doing the hard part, the working part of the exercise, you're breathing out. Nice deep breathing. You'll be happy to know we only have 1 minute 15 seconds left. If you gas out, you could probably work on your breathing a little bit. If you're gassing out and you need to rest for a moment, you are allowed to do that. 2 minutes down, 1 minute to go. 2 minutes down, 1 minute to go. I'm hoping you're all going to get up to at least 15. I'm hoping you're all going to get up to at least 15, but that is a guesstimate. I may be wrong. Some may be less, some may be more, which is fine. Especially for the ladies. Laura, this is going to be a very hard exercise for everybody. Guys, you should be using heavier weights, and your push-ups should be nice, explosive, full range of motion. Next week I'll have you guys do bicep curls and hand clap push-ups. 30 seconds on the round and we're done. We've just gone Q2 now, so we're not really running over. Only complete sets count. Only complete sets count. So if you do 10 bicep curls, but you only do 9 push-ups when time comes, that last set doesn't count. 12 seconds. Only complete sets count, guys. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and time. Nicely done, guys. Jeez, I keep spitting. Sorry. Nicely done. Alright, give me your numbers, please. Guys, give me your numbers, please. I want to know what you did. I'm only interested in your complete set. So as a by the by, if you end up with, let's say 20 seconds left on the round, or 5 seconds left on the round, and you end a set, and you know you can never rest, excellent, 9 is very good, and you know that you could never finish the next set, I still expect you to champion through and work. So if you finish your push-ups, and you have 5 seconds left on the round, grab those dumbbells quickly and try and bang out 3 or 4 reps. Louis, 12, very good. So quite obviously the heavier you go, the tougher this is going to be. Laura, I'm waiting to hear from you. So there's quite obviously 2 ways to attack this exercise. The one is to go heavy, in which case your numbers are going to be lower. Laura, 6 is very good. Your numbers are going to be lower. If you go on a lighter weight, theoretically, you should be able to bang out higher reps, so you should be able to get up to the 10, 12, 14, 15. So the reason why we gas out here is because I'm stealing your muscle groups. So first of all, when we do push-ups, push-ups requires front delt strength and tricep strength, teeny tiny little bit of bicep strength. So what we did today is I completely fatigued your rear delts, so I took those out of the equation completely, alright? And then after that I fatigued the front delts with that squat press and then the holding press, I fatigued the front delts. So I already took away the shoulders ability to help you with this exercise. Absolute pleasure, Laura. And then what we did is, if we just do push-ups, when the push-ups gas, we're going to transfer some of that work over to the biceps. By working the biceps and the triceps together, we're just annihilating all the required muscle groups for that push-up area. On the upside, for the push-ups and even for biceps, you can start activating back and lats and core. But it's a little bit more detailed, a little bit more technical. We'll get there at some point. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the session. Please try to retain the information upstairs in the noggin, because it really will help you with your training. And I always try to apply the same type of discipline to everything. So the discipline I try to teach you in training with simple things like hands up at the chin, end of rounds, jab, hands to chin, 2 steps. The discipline that's required for fighting, otherwise you're going to get knocked the fuck out. I want you to apply to everything in your life, you know, whether it comes to how you raise your kids, you know, what you're doing at work, things you're choosing to do. Your approach to everything needs to be top notch for it to be the best. So I hope all of these things have a solution. Dude, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Nice to meet you together, hands right side. Right. Good job. I hope you enjoyed the weights class. I had a great time. I really enjoyed these smaller technical classes. Some of you, thank you, Louis. Some of you guys, I will see. You can definitely do weights again tonight. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow morning for hit.